Fight fans, this is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis had this to say about Mike Tyson. He said, Mike Tyson is an icon. Mike Tyson was good in his prime, but Mike Tyson is not better than me. I'm a better fighter. I do everything better than Mike Tyson. Let me counterpunch. First of all, Tank, if you have to compare yourself to a legend, you have to first consider what version of that legend are you comparing yourself to. See, you had so many dynamics of Mike. You know, if you guys can look at the progression. Look at all that. You had like the Kid Dynamite, right? Then you had Kid Dynamite to Iron Mike into Prison Mike into Mad Mean Mike. You know, Mad Mean Mike into Ballhead Mike. You know what I mean? And Ballhead Mike into Old Mike. So you had all these different levels, okay, time frames of Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? And if he's saying I could win and beat any of them, well, first of all, you got to ask yourself, Tank, how many levels or how many phases did you go through? You know what I mean? You know, you might have the little short-haired Tank phase and he looked like a little baby. Then he got fat, the little Cabbage Patch phase where he looked like his head was this fucking big. Then, you know, he looked kind of like now, like Eazy-E and shit with the little dreads and shit. You know what I mean? But then, like, where and what and who have you really went through to say you're better than anybody? You know what I mean? But understand, and I think Mike Tyson would agree with this. Gervonta Tank Davis is supposed to believe that because he's supposed to believe that he's the best. That's where the confidence comes in. However, when you start comparing yourself to somebody that used to box and not even boxing now, so it won't even be a question, I think that's in terms of ego, really. You know, I'm better than Mike. Mike ain't better than me, and you know what I mean? But then you're saying you're better than Mike just because you haven't lost that dumb Mayweather shit. Whereas you haven't fought a Haney, you haven't fought a Teofimo Lopez, you haven't fought a Lomachenko, you haven't even fought like a Linares. Okay, you haven't fought anybody like that. You know what I'm saying? So where do you get off saying this about someone that has? He didn't win all those fights. He didn't beat Holyfield. He didn't beat Lewis. He didn't fight Bo. You know what I mean? But, you know, he did knock out a lot of people because he was the 80s representation of the baddest man on the planet. Okay? And I think it's unfair for anybody that hasn't had the body of work that they're comparing, that they're better than to, or about. You're talking about a guy that has been tested, that has fought the best, that has went in there and been through this and been through that. Not just outside the ring, but I'm talking about shit inside the ring. I know Tank has had his battles outside the ring, but inside the ring, we haven't seen that as much. We haven't seen that from Tank Davis. We haven't seen those defining fights except for Ryan Garcia. And Ryan Garcia, the best person on his resume was probably Luke Campbell. You know what I mean? Which I was impressed to a certain degree, but he got his ass dropped. That's why it shows you, okay, well, maybe this guy is not what he said he is, and Gervonta Tank Davis proved he wasn't who he said he was. But just because Tank Davis proved it doesn't mean Tank Davis shouldn't go through it himself or can't go through it with his own trials and tribulations. Okay, that's what he needs to realize about that. But you guys tell me who you think is better between Gervonta Tank Davis and Iron Mike Tyson. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!